In a busy small claims courtroom, the bailiff calls the next case. Case number 327, Sarah Collins versus Ryan Parker. A young woman named Sarah Collins walks confidently toward the plaintiff's table. She looks frustrated but determined. On the other side stands Ryan Parker, a college student who seems nervous but defensive. The judge enters the courtroom and everyone stands. The judge takes her seat and looks directly at both parties. All right, let's get to it. Who's the plaintiff? Sarah raises her hand slightly. I am, Your Honor. The judge nods. Tell me what happened. Sarah takes a breath before speaking. 3 weeks ago, I sold my laptop online for $800. Ryan contacted me and said he needed it for school. We met at a coffee shop, he checked the laptop, and everything was working perfectly. He paid me cash and left. The judge looks at Ryan. And now you're here, why? Sarah continues. 2 days later, he texted me saying the laptop suddenly stopped working and demanded his money back. The judge raises an eyebrow. Suddenly stopped working? Sarah nods. Yes, Your Honor, but I know it was working perfectly when I sold it. The judge turns to Ryan. All right, young man, your turn. What's your story? Ryan straightens up and begins explaining. Your Honor, when I bought the laptop, it seemed fine. But when I got home and started installing my software, it started overheating and shutting down. I took it to a repair shop and they told me the internal fan was broken. The judge leans forward. And you think she knew about this? Ryan shrugs slightly. I think she must have. Why else would it break 2 days later? The judge looks unimpressed. You think she knew? Thinking and proving are two different things. The courtroom audience chuckles softly. The judge turns back to Sarah. Did you know anything about a broken fan? Sarah shakes her head immediately. No, Your Honor. I use that laptop for work every day and never had any problem. The judge then asks Ryan an important question. Did you test the laptop before you bought it? Ryan nods. Yes, I turned it on and checked the screen. The judge interrupts him. That's not what I asked. Did you actually test it? Run programs? Check the fan? Anything like that? Ryan hesitates. No, not really. The judge leans back in her chair. So let me understand this. You bought a used laptop from a private seller. You barely tested it. Then 2 days later it breaks and now you want your money back? Ryan stays silent. The judge continues firmly. That's not how the real world works. She picks up the repair shop receipt Ryan submitted as evidence. This receipt says the laptop overheated due to dust buildup in the fan. She looks at Ryan again. Dust buildup doesn't happen in 2 days. The courtroom gets quiet. The judge then explains her reasoning. When you buy something used from a private seller, it's usually considered as is unless there was fraud or a clear lie involved. She turns to Sarah. I see no evidence that you misrepresented the laptop. Then she looks directly at Ryan. You had the opportunity to inspect it before buying it. That was your responsibility. Ryan sighs quietly. The judge bangs her gavel lightly. Judgment for the defendant. Case dismissed. Sarah smiles with relief while Ryan slowly nods, accepting the decision. As the next case is called, the judge gives one final piece of advice. Next time, test what you're buying before you hand over your money. The courtroom doors close as the case comes to an end.